folks, how you guys doing today? Sean Wiedas here with Wiedas Marine, and we're doing something a little different today. So this is kind of going to be our first attempt at a podcast-ish. Is that maybe the right way to say it?
I guess.
It's not really a true podcast.
It's a powwow.
We don't have any pods or anything, but there's no rods to cast. But so we're going to start doing a little thing. We have a lot of really cool people come through Wiedas Marine, not only customers, but sometimes we get some professional anglers. And today I have professional angler Matt Becker with me here. And we also have Adam Baelish, who is a sales professional extraordinaire here at Wiedas Marine.
Something like that.
Good
and also a teller of tall tales. So, but yeah, we're just kind of, almost Memorial Day weekend. And what did you stop by for today? Oh, we were rigging some stuff on your PHX, right?
Yeah, we had a little bit of service, getting a new prop. It's getting to be the summertime of the year, so needed to make sure I got a fresh prop on there.
Fresh prop is in like the last prop is no longer fresh?
Yeah, it's a little thinged up after a few trips, a few tournaments. You run into some sticks and some weeds and sand.
I like it.
Rock.
Sticks and weeds, okay? Yeah. Like not that middle of the lake stuff, you know what
I don't know about
like
that.
men fish in the sticks and the weeds back in the stuff,
we
not
don't
this
always
offshore.
dip sticks like
Yeah.
we
You gotta
Actually, from your pictures that I've been watching on your Facebook, it's probably more like you're like the 5,000 smallmouth that you've caught in the last 3 weeks chewed your prop off. Like
they might have.
Yeah.
Half of them eated on the way in.
So where was that you've been at? You've been up at Lake Erie?
Yep, I've been fishing Lake Erie a lot. There's a couple other smaller lakes around Pittsburgh I've been dabbling in whenever the wind's blowing, but for the most part it's been Lake Erie. It's been on pretty
Are you
good.
finally figuring out those Great Lakes smallmouth?
Yeah,
I know you struggled there for a while.
It's taken a minute, but I finally think I can catch bass up there.
That's an awesome bite. We have a lot of people here in this, Cincinnati, Kentucky area. A lot of them travel to, kind of more like St. Clair. But it's funny, we've had more and more guys going over to that kind of Erie, PA area, and it's a really awesome fishery.
Absolutely.
So you're from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh area,
Okay.
yeah, south of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that's kind of how we got hooked up. So for those that you don't know, Adam, who he's been down here at Wiedas Marine, and that could be another story for another podcast.
Ooh,
that might be.
But he hails from Pittsburgh as well, so this is kind of our northern connection here. And how exactly did you guys meet? And did you guys?
I probably, what are you, 27 now?
I am, yeah.
When did you start fishing
Young.
the Bass Nation?
When I was 16.
So I've probably known you since you were 16. I think
I do.
the first time I remember hanging out with you was at Lake Oneida when we rented that big house, and I think you almost sunk Dougie George's boat.
I do. I remember that.
But
I remember meeting you before at Potomac River, but neither of us knew who we are, and we were just BSing, like waiting for checks or something.
Probably waiting for checks. I think that's good. Waiting for trophies and checks.
Or maybe we were waiting to get our draws. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
we've known each other a long time. We used to travel together.
Absolutely, yeah. So we traveled and hung out for a while, and then I was in a stage of my life where I was looking to get a little bit better boat to move up to fish the Costa Series at the time to really make a run at professional fishing, and that's how I stumbled on the Wiedas Marine. I found a used Skeeter.
I had just bought a boat here. That's how
He came to work here too.
I just bought a boat.
He bought a boat, and that's another story. But that's actually how Adam came to work here. He was a customer, and then Becker actually bought a used boat from us. That's when he was like looking to live. Now he's living, so he's like that's past. He was like he's living the dream current. He was looking to live the dream, but that boat did you pretty good though. I think you won a few pennies out of that thing.
I did. That boat paid for itself very quickly.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
And that was probably the best boat I ever owned.
Up until you're Phoenix.
Well, yeah. I'm talking financially wise. I only owned it for about a year and a half, and I made probably $70,000 out of it, and only paid $25.
So if you buy a boat from Wiedas Marine, they actually appreciate it.
Yeah, they do.
But that's how really your career. You've been at this for a long time, but really that was your big break. Is you had this used boat that you got from us, and you were fishing. You were an animal. You were out every day, and you win the Thousand Island Costa.
Absolutely. That's what I needed. I needed that break financially to be able to afford the fish professionally, and I needed that boat that I could rely on to be able to fish the Costa Series, and that's where Wiedas Marine came in, got me in that used Skeeter at the time, and I felt confident in it. The motor was newer, so it had warranty, and I was confident to make those long runs that you needed to make, and able to get out to where I needed to fish to be able to win that event. And in turn, that's changed everything. It's changed my life. I was able to get in with a Phoenix after that, and I haven't looked back since.
Wasn't there a part of that story where you didn't know if you'd be able to afford to fish the rest of the?
For sure, yeah. I mean, there was a rough couple months there where I blew up the lower unit on the boat. I wrecked it and had to buy a new lower unit.
Fresh lower unit, huh?
Yeah. So there was quite a few things going on there where I just about backed out of fishing the Costas and just scrounged together enough pennies to get into it, and the rest is history. So.
Yeah, I mean, it was you know, it wasn't too long after that. I think you came down, and it was funny because, you know, kind of Adam, you know, said, man, you know, look, the boy here, he's doing good, and you know, I think he's going to be going some places. And we came down and we went fishing. I actually remember I took you guys to one of my secret lakes.
Oh yeah.
We had a pretty good day though.
I'll tell you something about Sean Wiedas. He's got some secrets that he will put a gun to your head if you let them out. He took us to Lake X.
He blindfolded us on the way.
Yes.
They still don't know. I mean, I did. I spun them around.
Yes.
I smacked them in the face, get them disoriented before they knew where they were at. But we did pretty good. I mean, we actually had a good day. We did pretty good. Actually, I remember Matt was like up there like a wild animal, catching them on a spinnerbait. Just like one after another.
That was a fun place.
We kind of like, you know, talked a little bit. It was like that around that time you met. I think we didn't know what we were going to do. We got hooked up with our Phoenix rep, and one thing led to another. And so now you've run a PHX, which is, you know, for those, a lot of you guys maybe don't know the models. That's kind of Phoenix's big. It's kind of tailored to rough water, big water. Now you ran, is this your third one or your second one?
This is my third one.
Okay, so
I've ordered the same boat.
Third one.
Yep.
So what makes that, why do you like that PHX so much? What makes it so good?
The handling, the ride. You know, it's not the fastest Phoenix out there. There's other models that are going to be faster on calm water. But my favorite part about the PHX is anytime there's a little bit of boat wakes or chop on the water, I can pass just about any boat out there. It runs
faster boats. You can pass a lot faster boats. And folks, what we mean by that is, you know, he may be in a tournament with, you know, 50, 60, 100 boats, and you know, what I think a lot of folks, you know, they get caught up in top speed. Well, my boat runs 80. Well, his 70-mile-an-hour boat, if he can run 65 and everybody else is only running 45, 50, he's going to get to his spots a lot faster.
And I think you're getting some pretty big numbers out of that boat for what
Absolutely,
it is.
yeah. I get about 71, 72 tournament load.
And you can run
That's
anything.
pretty strong.
Yeah, and I can run that through, you know, boat wakes or whatever. I rarely have to back off. And that's where my 21 PHX is faster than just about every other boat out there. So that's why I love the PHX, because like I said, it's not going to be the fastest on smooth water, but as soon as there's a little bit of chop, it blows right through anything, and I can pass almost all the competitors. So
Do you have a lot of compliments from your marshals?
yes,
Co-anglers?
the marshals and co-anglers love it. You know, they always say it's they try and blame it on me and say I'm a good driver, but I think it's the opposite. It's the boat makes me look good.
Well, you probably got a little bit of experience running. Doesn't hurt anything. But yeah, PHX. That's definitely. If you're looking for a big water boat, it's definitely one of the best out there. So
how's things going in the business here? Are you selling a lot of Phoenix?
We got some news, I think.
Well, yeah, we you know, we've been with Phoenix. I think, I don't want to say this wrong, but I think we've been with them for
Since 13?
2013, and you know, we've always been one of their top dealers as far as volume. Finishing second usually most of the years, which, you know, for us, we carry several other brands, and we do very well with those brands as well. So to be second has been, you know, something we've been kind of proud of. But this year, we actually, for 2020 model year, we were actually the largest volume Phoenix boat dealership in the United States. So we're
That's awesome.
kind of excited about that.
You get a trophy for that?
I don't know if we get a trophy for that, you know.
You can put it right there next to your Angler of the Year trophy.
Yeah. That would be that's, you know, that was a good, I guess it was a good year. You know, we're the #1 Phoenix dealer, and blind squirrel found a nut, and
Yeah.
and
2019 was a good year for Sean, huh?
yeah. Well, I've been fishing the Buckeye division for a long time, and I've been close to that. It's just, the Buckeye division is crazy. It's one of the hardest divisions in the country because the fishing is so tough. We've got such small lakes, so pressured.
Few bass.
Very few bass, and
Few bass.
the guys that are good are good. I mean, they're gonna know, and there's really no secrets. There's no way you can outrun anybody or get anywhere. So you've really just kind of gotta viscerally, just figure them out in these small, in these small areas. But it was a good year. I mean, between that and then the model year. So the boat model years, they start in like June of last year. They finish in June of this year. So we're getting ready to get into the 2021 model year, which Phoenix has got some new exciting things. They've got a new 818, which is like a wide-bodied 18.5 footer, which will replace the 618. And we're waiting to see what other changes they've got, but pretty much the same model mix other than that. So,
that's good to hear.
Yeah, but big news also with FLW and Phoenix having a partnership now. That's big for us and big for you.
Absolutely.
Definitely big for you, but also big for us because
Absolutely.
a lot of our customers are fishing FLW, whether it be the BFLs or the Toyota series or
Yep, it pays to run a Phoenix now. You got the Phoenix FLW bonus money.
What is the bonus?
Big deal.
It is $7,000 for a BFL. If you're fishing out of
$7,000
For a win.
$7,000. So if you're fishing a BFL and you're not running a Phoenix, you're missing out.
You're winning more from Phoenix than you are from.
You are.
From
Absolutely.
BFL.
Yeah.
And then they're doing some cool things with the
I think
Toyota
that's better
series.
than that. Like they got like that cup program. I think that's better than the cup. That's not a cup. They're giving you the whole bowl.
For
The other
sure.
guys are only giving you the cup. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, and then in the Toyota series, they're even paying the top finisher, so you don't even have to win.
Right.
If you finish the highest Phoenix owner, you're getting $1,000. So you're almost getting your entry fee back just for running a Phoenix. So
Right.
that's every Toyota series, and then on the pro circuit, they're paying $35,000 if somebody wins on
Wow.
the Phoenix.
Now we got some big news from the pro circuit too, don't we?
Well, of course we do. We got some super tournaments coming.
They changed, yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Now we got super what?
Super tournaments.
Super tournament.
Tournaments.
Tour. There's an O in
Tournaments.
there.
No. You guys are professional tournament anglers.
Tour.
Okay,
Tournaments.
well that's always
Spell
going to be
it
a
out.
north versus south
Spell
argument
it out.
right there. Where
Spell
I
it
come
out.
from, you're fishing a bass tournament. You know what I
It's
mean?
a derby.
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 Yeah, we
But-
can all get along with that.
No, but you got some new competition, don't you?
Yeah, so with this whole COVID-19 thing going on, they had to make some drastic changes to finish out the year for TV contracts and sponsorship obligations. So we're sort of combining the Bass Pro Tour and the FLW Pro Circuit to finish out the year. So we're going to have a new roster for the rest of the season. We got 3 more events coming up here soon, and it's going to be a busy summer. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, they changed the schedule too. Of the last 3. Well, what are they? There's
We got Chickamauga at the end of June, and then Mississippi River.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, Mississippi River in July.
Better have plenty of fresh props for that event. Yeah.
I got 3 now, so I'm ready to go. And then we got
Erie,
Detroit
right?
River.
Detroit River.
in August. So that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. They should be set up how I like to fish that time of year, and we should be able to find something pretty.
So when you win that one, what do you get from Phoenix?
Whew, hopefully 35,000, but
That would be nice.
don't.
Well, this whole COVID-19 thing has been it's been a serious thing. It's affected. We've lost a lot of people, and but I mean, as far as changing professional bass fishing, I mean, what you think it's going to change anything, or think we're just going to go back to normal, or what's your thoughts on that?
Man, I'm not sure what to expect. It may change things for forever, or for the next good little while. It's going to be interesting to see how everything pan out with as far as sponsorship dollars and that kind of stuff. So I'm a little anxious about that and see what the future holds, but we'll come together. We'll get through it one way or the other, and bass fishing will get back to what it was, or even better in the future.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows what's going to come out of this, but I think everybody trying to stay safe and all that stuff, and obviously everybody's trying to make a living still. But
well, that's been the thing. I've had a lot of people ask us, and I'll be honest. When this all happened, besides being worried about my health and my the health of all the employees here and our customers and friends, I kind of thought, oh my gosh, the boat business is going to collapse. Well, I mean, knock on wood, but like just the opposites happened. So like, we've actually had a phenomenal spring, despite being basically closed down, and you know, selling online. But the thing is, so there's more people fishing. I mean, whether right or wrong or whatever, there are more people on the water this year than I've ever seen in my life, from Dale Hollow to Lake Erie, everywhere in between. And so the phenomenon that we've seen is, you know, we've had a lot of people that are bringing old boats in that you know, these guys have got, you know, 30-year-old boats, and they're coming in and they're saying, look, I've been laid off work, I've been fishing, you know, I'm going back to work assumably, of course, but you know, I've been heading all this time, and I've kind of discovered the love for fishing again, and my kids now love fishing, and I need a more dependable boat. So I bet we've had probably 25 or 30 boat sales in the last, you know, couple of months, where guys have specifically said, hey, you know, look, I'm fishing more than I ever have, and I like this. So we're gonna see more, maybe an injection of some new people into the sport. I know, you know, tackle warehouses and stuff are saying they're
all time
slammed, and tackle sales, you know, all these companies. So,
and I think that we will see, or we won't see, a decrease in fishing industry sponsors. But I think anybody outside the industry, they're going to be pulling back.
They might be a little bit back.
You know what I'm saying? So that's usually where the high dollar amounts come into these events. So I don't know how that's going to affect things, but certainly the bass fishing industry, and really the fishing industry in general, is going crazy right now.
I think this is a time too that's important too, that, you know, let's support our people in fishing. Okay, let's support our bait companies and our local dealers and our small businesses.
Don't go to Walmart.
You know, I mean, let's try to support the people that inject money into the fishing business, whether that be a very large business, company like Phoenix or whatever, or just making sure that we're supporting our organizations like FLW and Bass and stuff like that, that you know, probably have lost some revenue from the lack of tournaments. So I try to do my part. I know we'll end on this. You know, it's not every day I get a professional fisherman to give, you know, to look through my tackle, but this is
to Sean Wiedas.
Yeah. I ordered some stuff.
What
you know, I mean, you get on YouTube, you watch these guys, all these pros that catch all these big fish, and you think like, I'm gonna be like them, and I'm gonna get the stuff to catch them. So maybe you can maybe look through my order there and see if I got anything worth it.
Let's
worth
see
a
what
darn
you
in
got
there.
here.
See what kind of junk I got in here. I don't even know what I ordered. I was like,
jeez.
Junk.
Definitely.
Oh, jeez.
No, you can work with that.
It's not junk. Hey, we got one. Not junk.
What, are you crappy fishing with them?
Let me see those
Little
things.
grubs?
Geez. I didn't mean to order them that little. I thought those would be spinnerbait trailers. Those are like
Man,
tiny,
you got
like crappie
quite the
trailers.
order here. Seaguar's good stuff.
Yeah, so
I
it's
like some Smackdown. You put
well,
that
I
on
mean,
a
you
spinner
buy it,
reel?
you know, like even if I didn't know what it was, like I know this stuff's good because it's actually braided sinks. But Smackdown, you know, like that sounds aggressive. Like I'm gonna put the Smackdown on some 12 inchers on a ramp somewhere in Ohio, you know.
You like throwing worms.
You're the Senko master.
I am. I love throwing a Senko.
You kind of be fingering my goods there, Adam, you know. You're gonna use it.
I like it. You did all right. John. You got some good stuff here. I think you can.
Oh, there it is. Here, pull that out.
Nah. We don't need to show that off on camera. Put that down. We're good.
How about that color?
Yeah, that color.
We see that?
Actually, I haven't seen that color.
Yeah, that's
I don't know if my order does.
That's my bonus.
Every time he walks out of here, he sounds like a rattle trap walking out. It's crazy.
Put that one in the pocket too.
Something tells me like.
Oh, you did good.
Well, good.
You did good, Sean.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks. I hope you enjoyed listening to us talk in circles, and I think we're gonna try to do a few more of these. I don't have a catchy name yet for them, so right now it's just, you know, the Wiedas Marine Podcast-ish type, you know, dialogue, you know. But stay tuned for more. Hey, guys, stay safe out there, and let's get back to some level of normalcy and getting out there fishing tournaments. And wish Matt Becker a lot of luck on tour this year. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.